Not bad, not bad. I am quite impressed. Oh, hey there. Kill Young here, LA based music producer. Let's bring the camera a little closer, right there. Okay, so I felt really compelled to make this video because I have watched many other YouTube reviews out there on the Nothing Ear Ones and the Apple AirPods, and I was just baffled by how little is covered about the sound quality. They're just like, oh yeah, these sound really good. You know what? That doesn't tell me anything. So I decided I'm gonna have to make this review video myself, and I will cover everything about these earphones and how they sound in detail because I am sure that there are others out there just like myself, sound nerds, audiophiles, who just want to know more about the sound quality and not just about the features. So for today, I'll be reviewing 5 different pairs of earphones, and I know your time is valuable, so I tried my best to keep this entire video right under 20 minutes. Oh, and by the way, I would really love it if you could like and subscribe right now. Wait, what? Hell no, I'm kidding. I hate it when other YouTubers ask you to like and subscribe right from the beginning before you even watch their content. Come on, we don't do that here. First, you watch the video, and only if you like what you saw, then you can like and subscribe. So with that said, let's jump right in. Here we go. Welcome to the Kill Yang Bluetooth headphones comparison spreadsheet here. So we're looking at 5 different contenders. We're looking at the Nothing Ear Ones, right? I got them right here. Nothing Ear 1 against the AirPods 1/2. I combined them together because they're basically the same thing. The 1 and the 2 was the same hardware, just a tiny difference with the fact that the AirPods 2 had a U1 chip, but basically the same construction. Number 3, AirPods 3 right here. These are my daily drivers. And number 4, the AirPods Pro 1. This is it, AirPods Pro 1. And then the newest AirPods Pro 2 that just came out a few weeks ago. So we are going to be looking at these 5 pairs of headphones, and here is my evaluation criteria that I use. So primarily focused on sound quality, we're looking at low, mid, and high frequency ranges. So your lows is your bass, your mids is your vocals range, right? And your highs is basically your hi-hats, cymbals, shakers, anything that's in the high frequency range. And then we'll be looking at overall balance of the low, mids, and highs in the sound quality category, and then we'll be looking at stereo imaging, meaning how good is the instrument separation of the sound in the stereo imaging realm. How good is, for instance, like your hi-hats being panned compared to that one guitar section, and so how good is the stage presence? So all that's part of stereo imaging, and so all of those categories combined is going to give you the what I call the Kill Yang sound quality rating, which is a score from 1 to 5. Then we'll be looking at things like connection reliability, transparency, and background noise canceling. So there's 2 types of background noise canceling. Background noise canceling as far as drowning out your surrounding noise when you're listening to music in a noisy environment, and then you got the background noise canceling for when you're on a phone call on the microphone side, so the person receiving the phone call, make sure that that person is not hearing a ton of background noise whenever you're making a phone call from a busy coffee shop, for example. And that's something that nobody talks about. Nobody covers background noise canceling on the microphone side, so I will cover that because on this channel, we get very detailed. We really emphasize on sound quality. And ultimately, all of this is going to wrap into a Kill Yang value rating. So meaning that is it a good value, is a good bang for buck? Based on my perception, of course. Sometimes it's possible that something that's a good value for me may not be a good value for you, but I will make sure to be as objective as possible when I am looking at all these different evaluation criteria. So let's get started here. And so I'm going to reveal my scores. And so here we have the Nothing Ear 1, which is an in-ear headphone style at a price tag of originally $99, which were recently repriced to $149. And I will give my opinion about the fact that they were repriced to $149 and what I think about that. Let's talk about the features for a second. So these come with touch controls, right? You get touch control, you get background noise canceling, you get transparency, you get a very basic custom EQ. And so that to me is a little bit annoying because it's like they're giving you controls, but they're just limiting the hell out of you here, because all they're giving you is 4 different settings in the equalizer section of the app. You get balanced, you get more bass, more treble, and voice, and that's all you get. But you know what? Having said that, Apple doesn't give you shit. So at least you get some control of the your sound preference, but you don't get anything with Apple hardware. You don't get to customize anything about the sound. So it's just what you get is what you get. So I guess we'll be grateful about that. And then you get the wireless charging case, which is a nice touch, especially in this price point. So looking at sound quality, we gave it a 4. So basically in the low frequency range, meaning the bass range, I thought the bass reproduction was excellent. Mid was good, right? Very good vocal range, but just a tad bit too subdued. I wish they could pull up the mids a little more, give it a little bit more volume boost, so they would be more evened out with the lows and highs. And getting to the highs, man, I was blown away. I mean, the high frequency range on this is amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I think it's perfect. I mean, it's just wow. Any song I listen to a house, I listen to dance music, I listen to hip hop, whatever you listen to, the high frequency range on these is absolutely mind blowing, because the hi-hats, for example, they sound very, very thick and very lush, but not piercing. And that's what's important with a high quality, high frequency range, is that it's going to be very audible, but it's not going to hurt your ears. You never want a piercing high frequency range, because that's going to be very unpleasant. I could go on and on about how good the high frequency range is on this. It's amazing. And this is post firmware updates, by the way. This thing has had a ton of firmware updates. It used to sound really average in all categories. In the low, mids, and highs, it was very average sounding. But after all these firmware updates, they really brought out the best of this hardware, and now it sounds just fantastic, especially on the high frequency range. Overall balance, I give it a 3, meaning it's good. It's not mind blowing, but it's good. And stereo imaging was excellent, very, very good reproduction of the sound staging and instrument separation in any song I listen to. So that gives you a overall Kilhyang rating, sound quality Kilhyang rating of 3.8, which is good. And connection reliability was excellent. I was really blown away. I thought that only Apple headphones, because of the U1 chip, I thought only Apple headphones would connect as soon as you open it and you put the AirPods in your ears, and then they connect, and then you take them out, they disconnect. But with these, they do it every single time, no issue. You just open the case, put them in your ear, they connect, put them back in the case, they disconnect. Every single time, no issues. So excellent rating on connection reliability. Transparency mode is good. You can put them on and you can keep them on and have a natural conversation with someone, and it's going to be good. You're going to hear your environment, and background noise canceling is also good. If you're in a busy environment listening to music, it's going to do a good job taming the background noise. However, when you are on a phone call in a busy environment, noisy environment, you want these. These are incredible for filtering out the sound when you're in a noisy environment, because the person on the other end will barely hear any background noise. It's mind-blowing. I know, I couldn't believe it. I tested this over and over with my wife, where I called her with a ton of background noise and compared it with the other ones, and she was amazed, and I was amazed by how little background noise she was hearing on her end whenever we were on the phone together. So because of all these factors, combined, you really get a wow rating in the Kilyang value category. So these are just a mind-blowing value, even at 149. Okay, I have to be crystal clear. I mean, at 99, they were mind-blowing value, but even at 149, they are still a great value. So these are fantastic. These would be my daily drivers if it wasn't for the fact that I'm just not particularly fond of in-ear style earbuds, and that's the only reason why these are not my daily drivers. All right, so now we're going to talk about the AirPods 1/2. These have a price point of $149 to $169 back when they were new, back in 2016. The 149 or the AirPods 1 originally came with just the regular case. Then later the AirPods 2 came out with a charging case, so the wireless charging case. So those were 169. So those are the features. You get touch controls, wireless charging case for the AirPods 2, and then the Find My on your iPhone. The sound quality on the AirPods 1/2, I would say it's acceptable. Acceptable low, acceptable mids, acceptable highs. It's like a nice, consistently shitty sound across the board, but well balanced. That's the good thing. It's well balanced, a good balanced sound, and acceptable stereo imaging. So overall, your rating is 2.2, which in my book is just acceptable. Connection reliability is excellent, so no issues there. Background noise canceling was acceptable whenever making a phone call. And so overall value was acceptable. I put NA here for transparency and background noise canceling because this one just doesn't have the transparency and background noise canceling feature when listening to music. So that's what you get. And for the AirPods 3, these are earbuds style headphones, which is my favorite because I just not a fan of the in-ear drilling in your ear tips. And so these are my daily drivers for that reason. With a price point of $169, it comes with touch controls, spatial audio, and Find My in iOS for iOS devices. Sound quality is good across the board. Low, mids, and highs, all good across the board. Very, very even sound on the bass, on the vocals, and on the high frequencies. And so overall balance gets an excellent rating of 4. Stereo imaging is good, so I give it a 3. So overall rating on this is a 3.2, which means it's good. Connection reliability was not excellent on these. I would just say it's good, but it's not great. And the reason why is because I was having issues with these. Like sometimes I put them in and they just don't connect for some reason. I don't know why. They just don't connect, and I have to manually pull out my freaking phone and manually connect them. It's just annoying. So I wish it was excellent, but it's not quite there. It could be that I have a defective unit, something wrong with this. I did talk to Apple about it, but I don't know. They couldn't help me out on this one. So hopefully it's just me. Let's talk about the background noise canceling. That was acceptable whenever making a phone call. This does not have the transparency and the background noise canceling for drowning out noise when you're listening to music, so it just doesn't have it. But still, overall, it's a good value for $169. And I like I said, these are my daily drivers. I use them every day. I really, really like them. AirPods Pro 1. This is an in-ear style headphone at the price point of $249 when they first came out back in late 2019. They're pretty feature rich. It comes with touch controls, background noise canceling, transparency, adaptive EQ, spatial audio, Find My, wireless charging case. But the sound quality is just very lackluster. I'm just very disappointed with the sound quality. You get like very, very just average, just barely acceptable bass. Vocal range, mids is good, but it's not great. Highs suck. It's like acceptable to, and this is going back in 2019. I'm talking about how they sounded when I first listened to them back in 2019, when I first bought them brand new, and they still sound the same today, right? The rating has not changed. I'm not using a relative rating compared to the AirPods Pro 2. I'm just saying this is how they sound when I first heard them without comparing them to anything else. So this is the actual rating, and that's irrespective of the price point. So whether I got these things for free or whether I paid the full $249 price tag, the rating value does not change, okay? I just want to make that crystal clear. So you get a very acceptable Kiliang sound quality rating on these, okay? And that's unfortunate, especially at this price point. Connection reliability is excellent. Transparency is good. Background noise canceling on these is good. When you listen to music, it does a great job drowning out the external noise. However, if you're on a phone call and you're calling someone from, let's say, a busy coffee shop, these are straight up trash. Okay, the person on the other end is going to hear all of the background noise and it's going to make it an unusable phone call. You're going to have to step out of the shop and go to a quiet environment. So that's unfortunate. So overall, Kiliang value is trash. It's really, really unfortunate, especially at this price point. It's just not a good value. So I'm not a fan of the AirPods Pro 1, not at all. And the AirPods Pro 2, also in-ear style, almost identical in shape to the AirPods Pro 1. They pretty much look the same with just some slight differences here in the placement of the tweeters. Sorry, I meant to say microphones. And so same price point as when the AirPods Pro first gen came out at $249. Very feature rich. You get touch controls, you get background noise canceling, you get transparency, you get the adaptive EQ. That's when the EQ is getting enhanced based on the volume level of your music. Spatial audio. You get the Find My plus case, plus the case speaker here. You get the speaker grill. So it's really nice because if you happen to lose them or you misplace them, you can just ping them from your phone, and this is what it sounds like. So it makes it easy to find. And of course, it's a wireless charging case. Well, damn better be at $249. So now let's talk about sound quality. These are excellent in both the lows and mids. All right, excellent sound quality. Good reproduction on the highs. Overall balance is very, very good. It's excellent. And stereo imaging is mind-blowing. I mean, the imaging on these is so good. The instrument separation is really, really, really wide. So when you listen to music, the sound stage is extremely wide, and you really hear all the different sounds coming from all different directions, and you can clearly tell where they're coming from. The imaging on these is so good, and that's why they got a mind-blowing holy shit rating of 5. And so you get a Kiliang sound quality rating overall of 4, which is excellent, which is technically the highest here amongst all the other contenders. But I'm telling you, the Nothing Ear ones would also get a 4 overall if it wasn't for the freaking mids. If you improve the mids just a little bit on these, they will sound, I mean, overall it'll be the same as the AirPods Pro 2 at almost half the price point. So just think about that, all right? Connection reliability on the AirPods Pro 2 is excellent. Transparency is good. Background noise canceling on these is excellent. If you travel a lot, if you go to noisy environments a lot, you like to study in busy coffee shops and just outdoors and busy environments, this is what you want. You can just drown out your surroundings, drown out your environment, and just focus away, play your favorite podcast or music, and you're good. Now, when you're talking on the phone, however, it's just not as good, nowhere near as good as the Nothing Ear ones, but still pretty decent. So I give it an acceptable score for background noise canceling on a phone call. And then overall, Kiliang value is good. Because it's a higher price tag of $249 compared to the majority of contenders here on the list. Okay, now you can like and subscribe if you like what you saw. And since you made it this far in the video, I thank you so much for watching all the way through. And I really hope this video helped you to make the right decision, whether you are considering to buying any one of the Apple AirPods or the Nothing Ear ones. So with that said, I'll catch you in the next Kiliang review video. Take care. Peace.